There are those who were built for wars. There are those who were built for wars inside their head. What lies underneath our stone skin is the answer to many things. Who we are, why we are here, our purpose.
Hey guys, welcome to my second custom masks video. Hope you all liked my first one, The Hand of Death and Resurrection, designed by Eric. So this next guy, I know him pretty well actually on Facebook, as well as Eric. So my first two commissions are actually from people that I know on Facebook. You know, they're a fan of my work, so these two people have actually been wanting a custom mask for me ever since. So this is my second custom mask commission. This is called The Beast. Alright, so this is his sketch. I just printed it out last night using my awesome printer right there. That printer scans as well. It's a scanner and a printer. But anyways, so I just printed it out, and this is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. I already have a feeling this is gonna be one badass mask. I can't wait to sculpt it. So again, this is called Beast. It's sketched and designed by Canaan, Conley, that's his name. For the details on this one, here are the eye scars. These are actually scars. The rough texture is the broken stone like flesh. And sorry about my voice, I'm eating candy right now. So he wants a scarred mouth, and he wants it to have a movable jaw. The traditional movable jaw. He also wants flippable black fabric eyes. Oh yeah, he wants us a half-breed. So it's pretty much a face mask with a back piece that's detachable. And he actually gave me some characteristics. As you can see, I wrote notes all over the place. There's a whole story to this mask, and it's pretty cool because he relates it to his own personal life. The characteristics that he told me through message is that it's pretty much an angry, vicious, hurt man who lost everything in life, and he has 1 ounce of blood left to fight this one last battle for revenge. So he's pretty much a vengeful guy, so that will actually help me in creating the sculpture, because I know the soul of the design. Now I just have to translate to clay, which is pretty cool, right? Stories, symbolism, characteristics are pretty much optional for your design. But you know, since you guys know me as EvilStyle13, the mask maker who not only creates videos of his work, but who also puts some sort of symbolic meaning and story behind his work. So if you guys want to try that out, the symbolism, feel free, because the making of the custom mask will be a lot more fun because it has like a meaning behind it. You know, so you guys should totally do that if you want, but again, you don't have to. So yeah, this is called Beast. Here's the sketch. I'm actually prepping up to sculpt this right now, so I should start sculpting this. Here's the overall rough sculpture, or the structure for the Beast. I'm starting to learn how to sculpt fairly quick, which is good. It's not all smoothened out yet. There really is no reason to smoothen out the sculpture at this stage, because all you're doing is you're pretty much sculpting the surface of which the details will be carved on or added clay on, you know. So it doesn't really matter if you smoothen it out or not. You just need the overall surface and structure. And I also exaggerated on the cheekbones. I made it a bit extra big, not too big. And I also made it sharp to define the anger coming from the mask. I also made it gaunt as in like skinny in a way. So I carved some clay around this area so it squeezes in. You see that? It gives it a nice angry look. So good stuff, good stuff. I could tell there's gonna be one sick mask, custom mask. And here's the back piece. So I'm ready for the detailing now, which is really fun. and that's where pretty much where you need to start smoothing it out once you're done. Alright guys, so I'm now finished with the beast sculpture. So overall it looks good. I learned a lot from the details, since it's scars and cracks, since the scar is actually organic while the cracks are hard surface. So it was actually challenging to mix both of them up and make it have a flow. So I think I achieved that pretty good. Here's the scars on the both of the eyes. There's the open mouth. Oh yeah, did I mention that he's a lead vocalist of his own band, so he's actually going to be wearing this, so this is really awesome. So good opportunity. And yeah, the sculpture is finished. The back piece, he actually wants a picture of someone right there, so I can easily do that since I already did that on my on the Heartwork mask. And there's also, I believe this is the album name of his upcoming album or something, I'm not sure. TLD, that stands for something, and he wanted it all gravestone like, so I achieved that font right there. Oh yeah, here's a tip guys, if you are designing, or if you're getting a custom from me, please make sure you know what you want with your mask. You know, like, please list the details, not just the drawing. So make sure to label the details as descriptive as you can so I can understand it, so I can easily bring it to life. So there it is, there's the complete sculpture. I can now start on the mold. Canaan actually just approved it. Alright, hey guys, so this is the finished plaster mold for my second custom mask, Beast. I did the plaster mold all in one day. I've done so many masks and molds that plaster molds is, you know, pretty simple. So I use ultracal gypsum cement, like I always do. It's amazing how the plaster, this special type of plaster, captures all the details, and it's pretty durable. There's the back piece mold with the TLD, all in tombstone font, I guess. You got all the cracks right there, so pretty cool. Alright, here we go guys. So I have finished casting both the back piece and the actual mask. Let's start with the back piece. This is really cool guys, check this out. So here is the back piece, there's the TLD, and there's the cracks. So it looks pretty cool. I like what I did here. You know, the cracks, it actually looks like someone took a baseball or something and smacked it against a windshield and it made a, you know, circular radiant crack. So it's pretty cool. And the TLD, of course, it's not just TLD, but I was specifically ordered to make it look like the letters on a gravestone. And I actually studied the font of what a gravestone looks like the lettering on the gravestone. And this is what I got. There it is. Here's Beast, uncut, untrimmed. So there's a lot of excess latex right there. Compare it to the drawing. See, I wasn't joking when I said I would bring your designs to life. And when I mean to life, not only sculpt it and make it into a mask, but give it humanistic properties and realism. Because if I copied the drawing, it would not look really good, would it? You know? So I brought that design to life by adding humanistic qualities in anatomy, and this is what you get. Pretty smooth on the inside. Alright guys, so I'm done with the pre-step for before I start painting it. I add the elastic on the jaw. It's perfect jaw movement, especially the wearer of this mask is the lead singer, so I'm pretty sure he'll be moving his jaw a lot, so elastic is the way to go. So you got the rivets right there, the straps, and here's the here's one of my design ideas. This started with stigmata, as you all know, and this is the half-breed mask design. It pretty much has a back piece to it. So what's it for? Absolutely nothing. It's only there for aesthetic purpose. And what's cool about this is that I came up with a way so that the back piece doesn't have its own extra two straps with rivets on them. So that kind of minimizes, you know, clutter, the mask. So it's quite easy compared to the original Stigmata, where you have to, you know, where you have to take apart the rivets, you know, do all that stuff. But yeah, here is Beast, and it's pre-painting stage. Alright guys, so here is the finished paint job as well as mask. So this is Beast, and this is my second custom mask. And as you can see, I'm at my parents', so I have my own airbrush station right here and mold making station. I'm outside, so it's, you know, good ventilation. So as you can see, I accomplished the look that he wanted. So he wanted scars on the mouth as well as on the eyes, and also with the mixture of cracks, crack right there. So it has that rock feeling to it. And there's also the symbol for love. That's the kanji symbol for love right there. All painted, all hand painted, and it's in crimson, just like what he wanted. Now let's look at the back piece. So there it is. There's the TLD, all in on that specific font, the graveyard, not the grave, the gravestone kind of font. And there's a picture that he wanted me to put on the back piece. It's surrounded by a membrane, similar to how I did the my heartwork mask, death mask out of silicone. So Canaan was actually inspired by the idea, so he wanted to use that for this particular design for the back piece. So let's get a closer look. So I hand painted that right there. It looks really disgusting actually. So he wanted that brain color, and I gave him that color. So there it is. Alright folks, so this is the part of every custom mask video where I show you all how to put on the mask and also how to take care of it. So Canaan, I'm talking to you not directly. By the way, there's the original sketch, and here's the final mask. Anyways, yeah, so this is pretty much ordinary. It's pretty much the same as for every face mask that I've pretty much done. It has the traditional three-way strap method. So if you want to put it on, it's quite simple. Put it on your head, this strap goes first, and then this one, and they both connect because they're Velcro. And then this one right on top of both to finalize it. So pretty simple, right? And also, what's cool about this mask, and it's also one of the things that I've learned about making this design, is I came up with a better and efficient way to remove a back piece. So if you guys remember the Stigmata video, Stigmata actually had 2 extra straps with rivets on them, one on each side on top of the forehead, just to support the back piece. And that's actually quite ridiculous now that I think of it, because I came up with a simple way for it to be better. The back piece is actually just latex, that's it. But in the inside, it has the other side of the Velcro embedded within it using latex. It's quite simple. If you want to put it on, you put this mask on first, and you put the back piece right on top of the top strap right here, which is the other side of the Velcro. So both of them will actually stick. And it's cool because you don't really have to adjust it. You don't really need adjustment straps similar to Stigmata, which is my first half-breed mask. If you guys don't know what a half-breed mask, it's pretty much my way of saying a mask, a face mask, that has a back piece to it, a removable back piece. So that's why I call it a half-breed mask. But yeah, that's how the back piece works. So let me show you the inside of your mask. So here's the inside. You got 2 main comfort foam right here. Without these comfort foam, the actual eyelids of the mask will poke your eye, and it will hurt, and it will be very uncomfortable. So I added 2 extra ones here for more comfort. You got the see-through black fabric that you wanted. So if you want to put it on, you just flip it down and then wear it. If you don't want it, flip it back up, and that's pretty much it. And another main feature of this mask is, since that you're a vocal singer, you wanted a movable jaw, and I made you a movable jaw. So it's supported by elastic, 2 closest to the hole of the mouth, and 2 from the edge right there. So in order for this to work real good, I suggest you wear a beanie. maybe a simple beanie, and then strap the mask on pretty tight, but not too tight though. And that'll be it. As long as you have the mask tight and secure on your jaw and your forehead, it should work fine when you move your jaw. So it should work fine. Now let's talk about ways to take care of the mask itself. Now I'm pretty sure you've guessed it already, but this mask is made of latex, and latex pretty much deforms over time. So if you leave a latex mask like this and hold it there for like 24 hours, it will actually stay like that. Alright? It will pretty much stay in whichever shape you choose to leave it with. Alright? So I suggest you get a cheap foam head to display this on, as well as the back piece. But if you don't want to get a cheap foam display head, what you can do actually is stuff it with newspaper maybe, or a couple of old rags or old clothes, and you set it like that. That's pretty much all you do when it comes to display. Remember, this is latex, so it will deform if you leave it, in a weird position like that. And especially remember the straps. And speaking of the straps, this is supported by rivets that are super glued, as well as mashed in using that rubber mallet. But that doesn't mean it won't come off. And that's pretty much it for your mask, man. Just remember, please display it properly in an orderly fashion, along with the removable half back piece right here. And that'll be it for this mask. I just can't believe, this is the mask. This is the first mask that I made for someone who's legitimately in a band or is a musician himself. It's just ridiculous. So this is an awesome mask for a vocalist. It really is. Alright, so this is the part of every custom masks video in which I talk about what I've learned. These are probably one of the things that I live by when it comes to art, because you always have to know what you have learned from a previous piece. How else will you grow, So it's always good to remember and talk about what you've learned. So there are several things I learned about making Beast, custom mask number 2. One of them is the surreal themed detailing when it comes to sculpting. I've never actually done any cracks and scars all at one mask, so it was really interesting to see how that went about. Mentioning details, I kind of learned a thing or two about flow. When you're sculpting, you can't just put details on it. Like, it has to have a certain flow, at least for me. Now the second thing I learned is something that's really unique when it comes to these half-breed masks. And again, if you guys don't know what a half-breed mask is, it's pretty much a face mask that has a removable back piece to it. I call it half-breed because it's kind of like a half-breed between a face mask and a full head, maybe? So yeah. For Beast, I came up with a very efficient way to make his back piece by making it removable. It's quite interesting because it's so simple. I don't know why I didn't think of this when I was making Stigmata, which is the first half-breed mask. If you guys remember, Stigmata had a couple of straps on the forehead linking to the back piece, and with removable rivets as well. It's quite like a mess just to remove or put on the back piece. But for Beast, since I know that there's a efficient way now to do this, you can actually just put the back piece on and off just like that. So it's really cool. I'll definitely implement this new upgrade on future face masks. And the last thing that I learned was something that actually happened accidentally. So it's cool because this technique that I came upon accidentally is actually splattering. I know it sounds ridiculous, but splattering is actually pretty difficult than you think it is when airbrushing. And when I mean splattering, I'm not talking about adjusting your air pressure, because that's not what I did, So when I did this splattering technique, I applied it in pretty much all of Beast. What I did was I took a gradient of gray, pretty much. So I did light gray, gray, and dark gray, and I splattered them on Beast. So it really emphasizes the fact that he's made of stone, And of course, you can't really see the splatter right now, but if I do a close-up on it, or if you guys look at it closely, you will definitely see some splatter work right there. So, but it's one of those subtle effects. And yeah. But yeah, that will be it for the things that I've learned. Alright, so now let's go for the symbolism for Beast. This is not something you guys have to do. when it comes to custom masks, but you guys coming to me for your masks, I'm pretty sure you guys know how I roll, and that's making symbolism and metaphors as well as stories to masks to make them have, I guess, a soul, you know. Symbolism is something that I've always been doing it, and it exercises your creativity muscle as well as your thought process. So it's always good for me to, you know, interpret the symbolism for masks in which I haven't even designed myself, as well as telling you guys the actual symbolism for the mask coming from the creator himself or herself. So here's my interpretation of the symbolism for this mask. Remember, you guys don't have to do this. You guys don't have to do the extra thinking to come up with the symbolism. The only reason why I do this is because I enjoy interpreting designs. The fact that you can pull out a significant story or meaning to a mask or to an artwork in life is an amazing thought process that I truly enjoy. So expect this segment on every single custom masks video. So the fact that Beast is half scars and half stone, the scars can mean that they were placed there for a reason, to grow as a human being. The girl that is implanted in the back of the mask itself may be the one responsible for the scars. Not saying it's a bad thing, but she may be showing Beast a whole new look in life to make him a better person than before. The stone skin may also mean that we all have that thick layer above us that we really have to chisel through to figure out what we really desire most in our short lives. Beast is one of those interesting concepts that can alter perception depending on the person, if he or she is a pessimist or an optimist. So now here's Canaan's symbolism for his mask, which is really interesting compared to what I just said. He's a lifetime of self-destructive hatred and loneliness and constant fighting against people, the devil, and God. He's the past 2 years of being truly in love, when it was believed that could never happen for him. He feeds on intense experiences, most commonly those with attractive females. He's sin and salvation, the source of inner power, and he won't let go of the girl he loves until his flesh and bones are dust. So pretty interesting, right? Comparing to my symbolism to his, we both have our own personal interpretations of this design named Beast. So do you guys get what I mean by adding a sense of meaning and story to your masks? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but throughout the video, I tried limiting myself to showing the picture of the girl in the back piece because I feel like I'm intruding her privacy. You know, I don't even know her. Just showing someone else's face on, you know, especially on a photograph or in a video, and that simple photograph kind of dictates the whole entire video because it's that personal. If Beast didn't have a meaning whatsoever, it's like it's just a mask. It's just a mask. You know, but it's more than a mask. You know, it's a story to someone else. It's really cool what you can do with symbolism for masks. You can tell a story. Sometimes the story is too personal to even talk about. But anyways, thank you all for watching my second custom masks video. There will be more to come as time goes by, of course. And thank you, Canaan, for giving me this opportunity to create this magnificent custom mask based off of your drawing. The fact that you're a vocalist for a band and you came to me out of all the artists, it's just awesome to even, you know, think about. And not to mention, this is the first mask that I actually made who's that a vocalist from a band is actually gonna wear. I've had many people come up to me for masks. When I look at their page or their website or something, you know, their band is really unprofessional. So I don't know, you guys have to prove to me that you're an actual musician, or you guys are an actual band, a legit band, for me to make you a custom mask, especially for a vocalist. And if you guys haven't noticed already, the background music used in the video was actually one of Canaan's tracks, you know. So he sent me a couple of tracks actually for his own, and they're pretty good. So he can get somewhere real far in life if he keeps going, you know. So yeah, this is my first mask for a vocalist or for a musician, and it's really interesting. It really says a lot. Thank you. So if y'all haven't watched it already, please check out the custom masks rules and guidelines video for all the things that you need to know to get a custom mask from me. Also, please check out the recent custom mask, which is my first custom mask, and that is the Hound of Death and Resurrection. that will be in the custom masks playlist on my channel, so the link for that will be in the description. So yeah, there will be more custom masks coming out soon, this being my second one. Also, I'd like to mention one thing when it comes to custom masks. So once I get 2 commissions and one of them is finished, I'm not gonna have another vacant spot until the other one is finished. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. It actually sounds confusing now that I think of it, but yeah. So if you guys want a custom mask from me, please check out the vacancy sign on my YouTube channel. So please like and favorite and comment on this video if you guys enjoyed it. It will help me out a lot. Like my fan page, that'll be facebook.com/Juan Caparas. Follow me on Twitter for exclusive updates pertaining to my art, and that would be twitter.com/evilstar13. Also, please take a peek at my clothing line, in which I make merchandise based off of the masks that I create. So that would be freakshowsskinmarket.spreadshirt.com. All those links will be in the description below, so please check them out. And thank you all for the support, for watching this video as well as my other videos. Thank you for all the subscriptions, and from what it looks like, I surpassed 3,200 subscribers, I think. If I'm wrong, I just embarrassed myself, but I think it's 3,200. So thank you all for that. Thank you.